Mm, I got a pleasure practice for you to unlock your higher self. I don't even know how else to present this to you but to say these things. Your Yoni holds the key to manifesting money, and I'm going to teach you how to activate it. There is a 10-minute tantric ritual that transmutes stress into magnetic power. Your sacral chakra is screaming, and I'm going to tell you how to finally listen and translate that information. This pleasure practice had people opening doors for me. Money showed up. It was crazy. Okay? The Yoni breath lowers cortisol, and this allows for you to call in abundance. If you are not doing this, your nervous system will continue to be in survival mode. There is a mudra that activates after only 10 minutes of holding it, and it changes everything. And you can manifest with your fluids, the secret occult teaching that you didn't know that you needed to know. And your Venus womb, it blocks your pleasure. And this is how to heal it. So I hope that I made it make sense, because I was told to make sure that in the beginning of my videos, I tell you what you're about to experience. I'm Kemp's Untamed Oracle. And today we're talking about a tantric somatic practice, okay? And for a lot of us, receiving is difficult. For a lot of women, especially indigenous women, we've been givers and doers. We push, we're always performing, we're always trying to be productive, we're always proving ourselves. Your nervous system, it might often be in survival mode because of this. And you cannot think your way out of this. I tried. I'm a Libra sun. You cannot manifest your way out of this. I tried. You cannot hustle your way out of this. I got that Memphis hustle. I definitely tried. You have to feel your way out of this. This practice is not about orgasms, even though it can lead to that. But it does help to lower cortisol so that you can hear your higher divine self speak. It helps you to transmute stress that gets trapped inside of the body in the womb space. The stress that blocks your intuition. Did I just say stress blocks intuition? Yes. Is that why they try to keep us stressed out? Yes. And the challenges that you have in your life become something that communicates a message to you where you feel good about the challenges, even if you cannot change them. So some of the benefits of this practice, I'm gonna, be talking about this throughout, but I want to walk you through what the practice is. I want to tell you exactly what I do. I'm revealing my secret. I've been laying down on this secret for a long time, no pun intended. But what you do is you just find a place where you can be quiet and with yourself, and you can lay your hands on your belly with a particular mudra that I'm going to teach you. This mudra allows receptive energy. It allows your root chakra to connect with Mama Earth and the sacral chakra to safely activate. And once you use this mudra, you can also add a particular crystal that aligns with what you want the outcome to be. And you're going to take that crystal and put it in the center of the mudra that's laying on your lower abdomen. I like to use amethyst for anxiety, citrine for abundance, and I like to use obsidian for removing negativity. Now, you combine this with yoni breaths and kegels. Yoni is a Sanskrit word for your pussy. Okay, that beautiful, beautiful girl right there, or lady, whatever you call her. But you're going to breathe and imagine that that breath is entering you through her. Simultaneously, you're going to engage your Kegel muscles. A subtle lift. You don't have to clench too hard. And the reason why this works is because most of us breathe through our chest, and that's a very shallow breath, and it keeps our body in survival mode. Yoni breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system. It tells your body the threat is over. You're safe to feel and you're safe to receive. Okay. Now, when we don't do this, we could attract people in situations that will cause us to feel unsafe. Okay. Let's just start there. So that's another thing that this can help you do. And then you're going to light up each one of your chakras one at a time as you're doing this breath and as you're doing your Kegels, and you lighten each chakra and you fill that chakra with light. Okay. And as you're doing this, it fills those chakras with life force, prana, chi, and that helps to remove stuck energy. that's been sitting in the womb space in the pelvic bowl. And what happens is stress blocks the channels between your body and your higher I divine self. So through this visualization, it's like an energetic floss. You're clearing the pathway, stuff that's been stuck, right? So that you are able to tap into your intuition on a higher level. Now, when you do your exhale with intention to release mental weight, emotional weight, energetic imprints that are too heavy for you to carry forward, each breath, you're going to release those things. You don't always need to name them. Just let them leave. Your body knows what doesn't belong. And the reason why this works is that your fascia, which is the connective tissue within every part of your body, holds on to certain experiences. And this is kind of like a permission slip for it to let them go. So, the fascia holds memory, okay? It's like a microchip all through your body. Now, when you use the sacral chakra visualization, this is going to help with the seat of your creation, right? The seat of your pleasure and emotion. And as it glows orange, but not just orange, gold is a color that I have found that gives me access to more wisdom, more divine feminine alignment, more softness. And if you can't see it, that's okay. I'm clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, so I experience things differently. But you don't have to see it. It's just setting the intention is good enough, okay, to get the job done. And this allows stress that's been lodged and blocking off this sacral chakra to move so that you're not numb, okay? And as you use visualization to help it glow, it increases your magnetism for positive things. And then you body scan without judgment. So you drop your attention down into your body. You feel your legs, you feel your hips, you feel your belly, you feel your yoni. You don't judge anything as bad or good or too much. You just observe it. And at this point, you may start to feel tremors. You may start to feel vibrations through the body. This is the nervous system releasing. The trapped stress is now being shaken loose out of the energetic spaces within you. A lot of times we don't clean out the energetic space. Okay. And so by dropping into your body, you learn how to trust yourself. You learn how to trust the signals that your body are giving you. And that's so important because you can be feeling something in your body and go to the doctor and they're like, we don't see nothing. What do you do with that? This work helps you to be more aligned. And with the chest breathing, a lot of us, because are you breathing from your chest right now? Or is your belly rising when you take your breaths? A lot of us don't do that. So when you breathe with your belly, right, instead of your chest, you're activating your vagus nerve, which runs all the way from up the skull, all the way down through the body. And this will pull you out of fight or flight or freeze or fawn, whichever one of the F's you like to sink into the most. And you allow your body to just sink into the surface that's holding you. And this is the key. Allow yourself to feel weightless as if you're floating in water. This places you back in the energetic womb of the energy of the great mother that is here to support us. The reason this works is because your body is usually bracing for impact, probably your whole life. When you don't trust people, your body is always holding on to some tension to brace for impact. Now, with the arousal, because a lot of times the women that I have shared this with did feel arousal. And that's simply your chi, your life force, your prana increasing. The life force is waking up. This is your body remembering that pleasure is not a reward because you earned it. It's a birthright, right? And it's essential. And this works well because chronic stress shuts down our pleasure centers. And when we reactivate them, it's a fucking act of rebellion because that's not what they want us to be doing. They want us to always be in survival mode because guess what? You can more easily control people who are living in a survival mode than not, okay? And then I give you prompts, things to say to your yoni, like I'm here to protect you. Forgive me for every time that I ignored you. You are sacred. I appreciate you. She is an oracle, and she has the capacity to communicate with you and bring in, draw in, magnetize things into your life that will allow your life to be softer, to be easier. And when you let her know that you're on her side, guess what? You connect with the goddess realm. The goddess realm, if we look at sacred sexuality, there's always an element that's hidden with every goddess I've ever worked with. There was an element of sacred sexuality intertwined that usually isn't taught. And so if you are comfortable, or if you would like to explore this, I walk you through connecting with the goddess during this time. And the next step would be the pleasure step, to allow your hands, the chakras in your hands, to connect with your body wherever you want to. And what this does is this creates a frequency of receptiveness. Okay, so you don't have to be guarded, bracing yourself for the next thing that's go happen, the next shoe that's go drop, the next problem that's go happen, the next bill that's go come, the next phone call that's go come with somebody on the other end being toxic. Like, a lot of times we're bracing ourselves for that, and so we're not in receptive mode. We're in defense, protect mode, and I have to be guarded, right? And so when you use your hands in this way and allow the chakras in your hands to connect with your body, what it does is it activates a very Venusian feminine energy within you that allows you to embody this new energy, that allows you to explore your own body for the purpose of your well-being. You're focusing on your own well-being. This is the game changer. For women, we need this. Our body is supposed to experience receptiveness, pleasure, well-being. Now, once you are in a heightened state through everything that we've talked about, you can start to speak things into existence during this time, okay? And the moisture that the body creates, whether that is sweat, tears, or those other beautiful moistures, those waters of Oshun, the sweet waters, the waters of Yemoya, these are connected to the rivers of the world, to the bodies of water. We all come from water. And so those fluids hold creative force. I'm giving y'all so many secrets. I hope that whoever is watching this, like, I hope that you realize how sacred, how beautiful, how powerful these things are. But when you work with your own fluids, there is a level of nervous system regulation and recalibration that is available to you, because you're working with the DNA that's being activated within your body. So you have literally brought a liquid from the unseen realm into the seen realm, and you use it to anoint things. You can even anoint your journal so that when you write things, you're able to manifest those things. Keep in mind that my other video on shadow work is really important to pair with this, because a lot of times we be trying to manifest stuff that we ain't ready for, because our shadow self has not been held, right? Respected and loved and given compassion. And this helps you to be able to have boundaries. This kind of makes you addictive, and people will want to be around you. People will want to be close to you. So yes, guard this new auric field. This is an upgrade. This is like going and getting that new phone that just came out and it's got all these new features. And people are going to be attracted to it because it's got features that they don't have, right? So this is what you are accessing with this practice. I just want you to know that, maybe you have felt like you didn't deserve certain things in life, or that you was too much, or other people maybe have made you feel that way. Maybe you've been disconnected from your own temple. Maybe you've experienced abuse at the hands of someone else. And sometimes this level of well-being and self-care and self-love can come with guilt. And when you're disconnected from the pleasure centers of your body, you become a vibrational match for stress. And so women who are intentional about creating pleasure for themselves, they have a buffer for stress. And the goal is for you to become her, right? And this is not to compare yourself to somebody else. You know, there's so many women who teach magnetism and they use their beauty and it's like magnetism, yes, and I expect the best and I'm not gonna allow men to do this and do that. And when I go on dates, I expect for you to open doors and do this and do that. And you dress this way and you make sure that you're taking care of yourself and, you know, take care of your skin and things like that. And these things increase your vibrational frequency and allow you to become more magnetic, and you lean into your feminine energy and don't overdo anything and don't over explain and don't make excuses and justify things. You know, sometimes don't respond to their text messages and their phone calls and just leave them on red for a few days. And like, yeah, I get it. I've done all that. Really, my whole life, I've been like this. But on the flip side of it, it was a lot of things that was missing. And so I would end up in situations where people were very obsessive about me, and it was not healthy. And it was that kind of thing where if I can have you, nobody can. And when I first started experiencing that, that's when I started to realize that it was something unique about me, that my partners were not experiencing with other people. And so, yeah, that was scary. So this is why I don't teach the straight magnetism information like I see some other people teaching, because there are so many other elements to it, like spiritual hygiene, doing the shadow work, knowing how to perform an invocation, knowing how to do somatic work so that your body is an antenna for things that are in alignment with love, right? And not more trauma, not abuse, not scarcity, not, things that will keep you in cycles of trauma reenactments, right? So my goal is to approach things and not leave out like these huge aspects that's really going to determine the outcome of how things happen. So yeah, I could be doing that content and probably could do really well financially from doing that content because people love that. Like, it's, honey, they be eating, as they say. People love that, but I don't, and I don't make a lot of videos about like my skincare, and I'm about to be 47 and I look like this. I probably could, but at the end of the day, it's more so about the energy that's in the inside, right? Not the aesthetic. The aesthetic is cute, but what you're working with on the inside and knowing how to be the best woman that you are here to be. That is what it means to be divine feminine embodied, to walk in goddess energy, and for your divine masculine to be so healed, so safe, because you're learning how to create safety for yourself. You're not going to have relationship trauma, and anything that happens that's difficult in relationships is clearly going to be there to be in service to you and to offer you wisdom. And you will see that and you will know that. And you won't be going through stuff where you arguing and this and that. It's just stress and stress and stress. And when things do happen, because there is no perfect relationship, beginning with your relationship with you, it will have a purpose. It will have a meaning. And when you start to embody and use these tools and you do it like ritualistically, routine, because what you invest is what you get out. Where your energy flows is based on where your attention goes. So when you pay more attention to your well-being in these ways, it changes things that your effort cannot change. And on the new earth, it's not all about effort anymore, because there may be someone who is putting in more work and more effort and more money than you. But if the resonance is strong, if you know how to create a strong signal by keeping your routines and being devoted to them, right? And allowing those routines to accumulate day after night after day after night, is with the accumulation of the routines that you get the activation of different things to experience in your life, and you bring the seen from the unseen. You become intentional. And Felicia Rashad, if I'm not mistaken, that's who it was, but she said something that really stuck with me. And she said that one of the things that she learned from her mother was that her internal world, was really important for creating her external world. And it just really stuck with me. And, that was something that I had been exploring more and more and more, but it was a disconnect and I couldn't figure out what it was. And I was like, I feel like I'm doing the work. My external world don't look anything like my internal world, and I feel like I'm doing the work. And but what it was I wasn't getting enough pleasure in my life. I was blocked. My creativity was blocked. Creativity is the key to everything. Everything that you have in your hand, everything in your house right now, everything in your car, it all came from the unseen realm. Somebody's creative idea. So we are meant to be creative beings, but when that's blocked up, you're not going to be able to figure out a creative way to deal with anything in your life. And most of the things that are showing up in our lives right now, as those of us who are here to heal trauma and to be a better version of ourselves, create a new timeline, and ultimately create a new paradigm, right? We're shifting the paradigm in the world when we do this individual work, and collectively we become a force to be reckoned with. And I like the feeling of that, and I want to experience that, and I want you to experience that. So I could just keep talking and keep going on and on and on about this, but I'm not. But what I am going to do, I have already uploaded the meditation. You don't have to remember any of this. I'm just going to walk you through it. All you got to do is find a space, lay down, and let me guide you through the practice. Oh, sis, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for y'all to experience this. Know this. I am going to give a warning. This will change the way people interact with you. Okay, so be aware and know that when you see change happening, it means that what you're doing is working. Okay, and the other thing is this. You may feel a sense of shame. You may feel a sense of guilt. You may even have grief come up during this practice. Tantra, it's not just about pleasure, but it's about being able to go into the depths of your being and being able to alchemize energetics that are within you, any part of you, any chakra, any body part, your mental body, your pain body, your emotional body, your auric field, your astral body. Like, there are so many elements to us. We're more than just this physical body on an energetic level. And so if stuff start coming up, don't judge it. Have compassion for it and ride the wave. And I am telling you, I will say this. If you have a partner and you're doing these practices that I teach in the Coven consistently, you will also see a difference in them. I ain't gonna say they go all of a sudden turn into the dream partner, but you will start to see a difference, and it's not going to require your effort anymore. And that's the whole purpose in the patriarchy, was to keep us efforting, to keep us exhausted, to keep us tired, to keep us living and acting like men and not being able to rest in our feminine energy, not being able to experience the things that feminine energy can accomplish that masculine energy cannot. So I've been talking long enough. I'm going to let y'all just go ahead and follow the link in the description. If you are a man, don't follow that link. It is not for you. These are for my ladies, okay? But I do have a book for you, okay? So for those of you that reached out to me and was like, well, what do you have for us? Yeah, I went ahead and wrote a workbook for you. Yes, I love my men. But my sisters, I am truly my sister's keeper. Always have been, always will be. I be looking out for us. I mean, we got to hold each other down. So pretty much I covered all the ends that I said I would cover. I'm a woman of my word. Everything will be in the description. I want to thank you. And I look forward for those of you who actually follow through. Like, let me know. Introduce yourself. I am there. I respond to every one of y'all. And until I can't. But right now, the community is like the perfect size for me to be able to stay in constant communication with you all. I also have a private group chat. Actually, I'm finna go there in the private group chat and let them know about this practice. But yeah, all you got to do is lay down, sis, and let me walk you through it. And I'm telling you, after you have done this at least 3 times, if you don't see transformation happening, you can cancel your membership. And that's it. It's okay. I cannot see that happening. But if that does, let me know. Okay? Let me know. Because the last thing that I'm going to do is get on here and not stand on business, not be honest, and not offer you transformation. I'm not offering you a membership for the sake of another subscription. I'm offering you transformation. And if what I'm sharing is stuff that you already know, let me know that too. If some of y'all feel like you ain't said nothing in this video that I ain't never heard before, let me know. It helps me to see maybe an area that I could not see before. And by us holding each other accountable, this is how we're able to grow together. And this is why sisterhood, like the energy of sisterhood alone, will help you. Even if it's just digitally, it affects us because we are allowing interaction within our energies right now. And keep that in mind with whatever content that you eat, because that's what it is. And it's funny we say that now a lot. Like, what's on my feed? Oh, she ate that. She ate that. Like, why are we using this language? And it's a reflection of the energy that's on the planet right now that's being offered to us. So, yep, I look forward to it, and I see you in the next video. Peace.
Yeah. Higher, I take you higher.